Hey folks, in this video I'll be talking about why we decided to start raising chickens in order to be able to help create some of our own food supply. So if raising chickens or just raising or creating your own food in general is something you're interested in, stay tuned for this video. Pardon the smoke, I got my grill lit so I can throw some tenderloins on there to make us some sandwiches for supper. Wanted to talk to you a little bit about raising your own food and why that you might want to look into that. If you've done very much shopping at all over the last year and a half or so, it's not uncommon to go in the grocery store and see empty spaces on the shelf or things that you were looking for that are common items that they usually have plenty of empty, especially meat. Not only have we faced a lot of shortages, but the prices are skyrocketing. Things that used to were pretty inexpensive cuts of meat, the price just keeps going up and up and up, and it don't seem like it's going to stop. That's a big factor in why we decided we wanted to start raising our own food. Now, we can't start out growing everything that we consume. We'll still have to go to the store to buy most things, but we can start somewhere, and we decided to order some baby chicks. We're going to start a small flock of chickens and grow from there. We've got a lot of other plans for the future, and that'll come in time, but we put in an order for some fall chicks, and they'll be here in a few weeks, so we're already putting together a brooder for them. I like to have things ready, and I wanted to show that to you today. We've got here a 30-gallon plastic tote that we picked up, and we're going to use this for a brooder, and we've got 15 chicks ordered. So I think this one, being 30 gallons, I think this is big enough to get them started, and I'll show you some of the other items we've got to go in it. The recommended bedding to go in a chicken brooder is pine chips, or pine shavings rather. I've got a bag of those, and I'm going to put a few inches in the bottom of this plastic tote. Probably start out with 2 or 3 inches throughout the entire tote. I think that would be enough to get them started. And what this will do is help absorb moisture and the manure. You're always going to have droppings when you have animals or have poultry, and this will help to absorb that and give them a good dry bedding, and we can change it out as often as needed. Now they're going to need feed and water, of course, so we've got this quart water, and I think that is going to be enough for 15 chicks. This one should be. It's got a quart jar, and you put your water in that, and it will let out enough, and the chicks will be able to gather around that and drink. And likewise, we've got a little feeder here, works the same, just gravity fed. We'll be able to put our feed in that for them. Now, to keep them warm, we've got a heat lamp, and I've got a bulb to go in this, and I'm actually going to put something on the top. I've got some chicken wire that I've got around the raised bed that I had to put on there to keep animals out. I'm going to take some of that and recycle it and just put some chicken wire over top of it, and I'll frame something up that will fit over the top. Just have to be careful, you don't want this to be touching anything. Now, I told you earlier in the video that we had placed an order for some fall chicks. We ordered 15, and we chose some different breeds. I went with dual purpose breeds. I wanted some chickens that we can get eggs from, and not only eggs, but that we would be able to eat. And with those initial 15, our plan is to build them a coop and a run, and we'll use those for laying hens, and I plan to purchase an incubator next year, and we'll use those eggs to hatch, and the chickens that we're able to hatch from those eggs, I'm going to build some a chicken tractor, and we're going to raise those on pasture, and those will be our meat birds. Now, when you're picking breeds of chickens, there's so many different breeds and variety that you can choose from, but like I said, we decided to go with dual purpose chickens, and we actually mixed it up a little bit. We're going to have some barred rock, some Delaware, Rhode Island Reds, and some golden laced Wyandottes. To be honest with you, we sort of like the way some of those look, and we kind of factor that in. But we're looking for, as I said earlier, we're looking for breeds that are good layers, breeds that are good year-round, even in the cold weather, and breeds that we can not only gather eggs from, but will be good meat birds. Now, there are other breeds that are ready to butcher earlier, a lot of them around 8 weeks, and we could have went with some of those, but another reason we decided to go with these heritage breeds of chickens is because we want to be able to produce our own chickens and not have to reorder year after year from hatcheries, just to be cost effective. The chicks are supposed to be here at the end of September, so I'll make another video at that time, show you how that goes, and we'll actually show you the brooder in use. If you've been watching my videos for long, you might know that we bought a little piece of land and we're starting a little small homestead. I actually put out a video talking about that a few weeks ago, and I'll link to it. There'll be a link down in the description of that if you'd like to check that out. Now on this channel I do a lot of cooking, grilling, barbecue, and we're beginning to get into homesteading a little bit. So if that's something you're interested in, you want to produce some of your own food, I'd like to ask you to subscribe to my channel and follow along. I think you might enjoy some of my videos, might be a little bit informational to you, and hopefully even enjoyable to watch. I told you guys that I was getting ready to cook some supper. You're talking about some hot charcoal. I've got some hot charcoal here. I really probably need to use a glove for this, but I'm gonna have one handy. And I've got a few pieces of tenderloin here that I took a meat mallet and tenderized a little bit, and I soaked this in this dill season. I don't know if you guys have ever used that, but you can just soak a steak or chicken, pork chop, anything in that for just a few minutes. It don't take long. I usually don't leave it over 15 or 20 minutes, and it's really good. So I'm gonna throw these on here where we can have some supper this evening. Always love to hear that sizzle. Put these guys over, it don't take them too long. Hey folks, I ran out of daylight out there and I got the tenderloin done and off the grill, so I'm going in so we can eat supper. I hope you'll check out some more of my videos. Follow along in this journey. I've got more cooking, more grilling, barbecue, and homesteading to come. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and leave a comment and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you all. God bless you.